got another thing to talk about with Shanahan. There's no accountability on this team. The team is soft. Anyone you talk to, they're like, you know what? I don't think we're playing that bad. I feel like people are being a little too hard on us. Sure, we've had some bad plays. We've had some moments, but if you look at the totality of our performances, I think I'm playing pretty well. Dude, no. Your team is 2-3. None of you guys are playing well enough. And I'll get into the specific players who are talking like that in a minute, but Shanahan sets the tone. Shanahan has never blamed himself specifically for anything. He'll talk in generalities like, it starts with me, I got to do better. And then I'll ask, okay, Kyle, like your offense is averaging 5 yards a carry, but yet you're 19th in rushing attempts. Why is that? And instead of him saying like, yeah, that's on me, I need to do a better job of establishing the run game. He'll be like, well, you got to look at each game in particular. In the first game, we tried to run the ball. We had some good runs. We got behind a little bit, and you had to catch up. The second game, we thought we did really good running the ball. Third game, it's like, no, man, just take accountability. Don't explain yourself. You're 2-3. Say, yep, that's a good point. We got to do better. We got to do better. You don't have to like go up there and say, I suck. You don't have to say that. Just don't defend yourself. I learned this when I was like 13. When you get in trouble with your dad and you start defending, you'd be like, no. Don't defend yourself. Just don't do it again. Say you were wrong, don't do it again. And you're like, okay, all right, I get it. Just fix it. No more excuses. 2-3. That's not okay. Right? Let's talk about the offensive tackles. This is what I'm talking about. Shanahan's the coach. Two of the leaders on the team. McGlinchey's a captain. Trent Williams is supposed to be the best player on the team, a Hall of Famer. Both of these guys are playing awful. Just terrible. I mean, Trent Williams given up 4.5 sacks in 5 games, and Mike McGlinchey, I mean, he's only given up, I think, 2 sacks, but he's given up some hits that have led to interceptions. I think 2. When you talk to them, they're like, I don't think I'm playing that bad. Like Trent Williams is like, man, people think they know offensive line play, but they don't know. Like, they don't know the blocking assignments. Like, people think that they're experts. No. So you're telling fans to their face that they can't judge football for themselves. I'm not telling fans you're playing poorly. I'm showing them clips of you playing poorly, and they're coming to their own conclusion that you're playing poorly. Don't call people stupid, Trent. Football isn't rocket science. They see you're trying to block. They see you fail to block them, and you come out in your press conference and be like, yeah, man, I'm playing pretty good. I don't know. I think people are being too hard on me. McGlinchey, too, today. Someone said, hey, do you think the criticism of you has been fair? He goes, not really. I don't like these people on Twitter who post like one 30-second clip and say that I'm playing poorly. I think I'm playing a pretty good season. You're not. Mike, look at me. Look at me, Mike. You're not playing a good season. You're one of the best. You're one of the worst right tackles in the league. You're underweight. You're one of the main reasons the Niners are struggling. You're one of the main reasons Nick Mullen's career is on life support. And you're in denial. That doesn't bode well for this team. Anyone who thinks the Niners are going to win on Sunday has to reconcile with the fact that the offensive line thinks it's playing well. Is it? How can it improve unless it admits it has a problem? The first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. The Niners aren't even there. I'm sorry. I've covered this team for a decade. I remember Joe Staley. I covered him for a long time. He would never, ever say, I feel like the media is being too hard on us. I feel like we need more credit from the media. Nah, man, you just need to win. If you're 2-3, Joe Staley would say, you know what? We're not playing well enough. Period. None of us are playing well enough. We're 2-3. Joe, what's wrong with the offensive line? We're not playing well enough. Joe, how come you're not playing well enough? I got to do better. Not like, hey, you're being too hard on me. Never would have happened. I don't know if it's a generational thing. I don't know. I don't really understand kids who are 10 years younger than me these days. I mean, geez, they're sensitive. Mike, you're not playing well. You're a professional athlete. Stop asking the media to be nicer on you. Stop. It's a bad look. Soft. You're not playing well. Own it. I mean, when I broke into this profession, I was 23 and I was covering guys who were born in like the mid 80s, the early 80s. They didn't have Twitters. They didn't care what you said. They didn't care what you tweeted about them. I think Justin Smith cared. Ahmad Brooks. Patrick Willis? Ha! Navarro Bowman cared. Navarro Bowman was sensitive. But the other guys? No. No, dude. You think Justin Smith would have came out to a press conference and be like, hey, guys are being really mean. Be nicer. He'd be like, they're right. They're right. We suck. That's what Justin Smith would say. I miss that attitude. You know what? We do suck. We should play better. And if we do, then we'll get praised. I miss that. Is it a generational thing? I don't know. Maybe you guys do. I don't know. These kids born in 1997 just want praise. It's like the Niners would be fine going 6-10 this year as long as the media was nice about it. Well, maybe we shouldn't be nice about it. Maybe if I really criticize them hard, they'll squeak out 9 wins this year. They should. They're way too talented to go 5-11.